これが俺の最高地点だ。
Papa, mon ami. Ma liste de Nami, c'est papa. J'éclate.
Quand tu fais comme l'idée, là, ça t'as rien après.
Non, c'est pas grave. Comme si je me clear ton board, game. J'ai joué le match, c'est dégueulasse.
Une game.
J'ai joué plein. C'est dégueulasse. Si j'ai pas un replay, c'est une game normale. Ouais, ouais, Hero. Yeah? Oh.
Last round of red green
I'm starting for before last round.
Sorry.
C'est mon life, right?
Equal to or less.
Both life?
Ouais. 4-4.
Ok.
5 livres.
Entry?
No, I saw whenever you have a 12 up, you watch it.
I put 14 one drops in the deck.
No, I mean
Toi, t'as combien avec le draw?
8. Chasse 7. 8.
14 one drops. Oh.
5 deep.
People are removing it.
Five deep.
We're right, Vince.
Je draw one. Zero. 5 deep. 1, 2, 3.
Ils ont les mêmes names.
Ces deux-là sont mêmes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ah, ok.
Plus un down. Wow! Different names, c'est plus
Je sais, je suis en train de checker ils sont où les.
So j'ai 4 different names.
Combien de cartes maintenant?
7.
Deux dans 0.
Buggy effect block.
Deux dans 0.
Yellow slop, by the way.
Then rush. Nice one, right?
T'as combien de dames, mec? 6 dans 4.
No, it's like one, I don't, if anything happens, man.
Heater skill?
Yep.
Well, everyone's on Nami, so like, you're gonna be god of Nami, but like, you can learn how to play it. Messed up yours.
Sorry, my bad.
It's
all fish? Oh, it's all fish. It's all fish. I really hope there are. It's all fish. Never You don't actually know her? I'm actually walking like
Beat.
Four, pop it. Use this and then
Just tap it.
Il n'y a pas de condition. Hein.
Regardez un lot.
Non, je
Faut
sais.
que deux LSV.
Tout est la
Ça, tu peux le faire, mais tu peux se paraître de carte si t'as pas deux LSV. Comme ça, tu fais plus de vie.
Thinking. T'as 7 en main?
Toi, t'as combien?
8.
she was like, the DM will up for what it is. Get good. She's trying to fuck me. I'm just trying to act completely opposite of us.
T'as 10 live, hein?
10 quoi? Hein?
Ouais.
Should be. Parce que j'avais 8 plus 2. Avec le Galdino. Et ces deux-là sont even. Non? 7. Yeah.
Moins 6 000 au Buggy.
Sure. Buggy does.
Okay, effect?
Yeah.
Six dans 6.
Fait que là, lui est à
1.
8 sur la rue.
8 dans 6.
Reste dedans?
Okay, makes sense. No, but the same does all four actually.
2-1.
Okay, that makes it better. Yeah, right. Oh, you're doing the
I actually stopped.
Just 7.
You have 3 in your trash.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was hoping you didn't have that.
Yeah.
He passe turn.
Drop.
Yeah, I was also surprised. I was like, maybe I thought he was put up there. I was like,
You're the leader. It's not like you're spending on a rush. How can I get 8 lemons?
Hey, Trev.
If I go 7 meter without Trev,
I don't know. Just like I said, I haven't played this one.
Actually, I didn't have it.
c'est clair, c'était plus Buggy.
C'est 5 plus 1.
Oh, right. Shit. Completely forgot.
I didn't have
It does change a lot.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have it.
Oh, you
From where? Huh? She good, thanks.
How many cartes?
8.
I usually wouldn't want to slam gold because I can't do the event. Like I said against you, I'd rather have 5 different characters.
Overall, I don't want to have that.
2 dans 0.
Comme je sais qu'ils ont un fresh, c'est montagne, c'est un fresh.
Il est sûr. Saka.
Tu joues un autre Saka?
Non, non, juste
Ah,
le
tu fais le
Saka.
Saka. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Vite dans 6.
It just stays.
Combien de cartes là?
6.
5 dans lui.
T'es sûr que ça va venir?
On les aide à faire ça. Pas de moment.
C'est ça, j'ai pas mon...
Chaque fois, chaque
Non, je peux pas.
Moi, t'as le choix de faire plus de chez nous. En fait, à 34, c'est ça qui change peu.
C'est juste draw mais pas de down. J'ai pas de main.
Je sais que c'est
C'est un monstre, tes deux Yamato, tu les sépares dans
Et je vais passer.
Je sais pas si le chien c'est bon. Ça donne du
pas vite.
But it was like maybe I'm gonna
Pas, hein, ça claque?
Même pas, même pas.
was that 8 so when it killed Marco without drawing so you
C'est pas ce boy-là, bro. J'aime ce gars-là.
C'était 30.
Unplay one of your opponent's rested character will not become active. Okay. Unplay one of your opponent's rested character will not become active. Wow, c'est fou ça.
C'est green.
Passe.
Ouais, même le Yum, je veux ça.
C'est le nouveau tech?
C'est le nouveau texte, ça.
Dans ce deck-là, ouais.
Donc j'ai deux gars frozen ou juste un gars?
Deux.
gars.
Lui, il
reste
stun
rested.
pas. Lui, stun pas.
Lui, il reste rested. Je les mettre à côté.
I'm on the borderline right here.
J'ai payé 2 KO ton boy.
Minus 2 rounds, hein.
Ouais.
C'est
Comme tu payes 2 actifs, tu te manèges. Mais pas comme 2.
Damn, nice.
Something
Je vais ça devant. Et une personne de couleur amie.
Combien de cartes live c'est?
C'est-tu un bonne question. Guys, so
Je vais faire Saka FX. Marine Ford, voilà.
yes, sir.
Tu joues un autre?
Ouais.
Non, c'est ce que je voulais entendre, tu vois. Juste magnifique.
Really?
I would like to run over here. I'm running two different ones. I think I'm running two, honestly. Usually I'm trying out a different.
Marine Ford encore.
Now I might have to.
Ça, pitch was ça. Ça là, tu cherches quelque chose.
Faire des plays.
Qui ont voulu apporter? Tu veux discuter avec les filles?
Lis le skill.
4 en main.
Ouais, 4 en main.
J'ai 600 mains.
Ça passe pas à 12, je sais, ça passe pas. Moi, je suis pas besoin de faire ça, je peux passer à 2.
C'est littéralement la même chose. Comme moi, je m'en fous. Je mets les cartes à côté, puis il y en a un qui va se faire
Tu m'avais une fois?
Passe.
Autant. Autant?
C'est beau, hein?
Pardon, il y a 3 gènes. Toujours 3 gènes, 2 gènes, 1 gène. Sur 6 ici, il y aura toujours un gène de plus. Des fois, c'est 3, 2, 1. Le 1, non, ils vont monter tout le temps. Et après, ils vont les 360, ça va sky rock. Pourquoi je me suis laissé toi?
Fuck! All the crazy shit.
You don't have Roger. I do. Oh, you want this? No Roger.
Qui?
Freeze le board.
Tout le monde est resté.
Tout le monde.
Combien de cartes?
Tu vas jouer dans la famille Bandai? Hey! Channeling.
Moi j'ai même pas vu la lune à tenir. Moi je pense que t'aurais pas dû waste ton Deckman game. Peut-être que tu souviens que j'aurais bloqué là.
Peut-être.
De rien.
Tu split ça, c'est scary pour toi. J'ai 4 cartes en main.
The thing is, if I was
J'avais besoin que lui soit resté.
Je l'ai pas fait lui, hein.
Non. J'ai fait ça sur mon top.
Deux tours de suite, c'est fou. Il m'a fait ça 2 tours de suite, moi j'ai pas de save.
Des tours de suite, c'est fou.
Ouais, j'avais des Robin, jouer Nami là.
Sergio.
Est-ce qu'il y a du drama là?
Ouais, mais...
Oh, ok.
On est ensemble, on est ensemble.
yeah, but you have because you have full person.
It was me trying to gaslight yourself. I showed George and
Thing is, if I talk to them,
c'est Central? And that deck is filled. Did he do the restand on you?
Yeah, I way too deep to hit it both times. I have to think about it more. It's kind of
Me
weird.
too, bro. If I had a 2K, I would have survived this because he did 6, I took it, I rested with the basketball.
Just like 6 play over the rest of
Yeah, you got 4 dollars to play with, and the rest before you have But no, you spend 2 all fast.
$7.
7, yeah.
it's like, oh yeah. Yeah, actually correct. Just like
C'est ça, leader, j'ai pas fait. Hein? Non, j'ai joué 1, 2, 3 dans leader.
Ah, j'ai pas.
Du 6 weeks. Non, non, t'es good. T'es good. T'es good. No stress.
Donne-moi, c'est Exolia. C'est Exolia. Là, c'est vrai, c'est Exolia. Yo, Itachi, c'est le leader.
Pas vite.
Si tu mets Kisame, Obito, Pain, et hein, ça va bon? Tu mets ça, oh non, canon. Si tu mets Pain, là c'est Pain, tu mets les 50 sur le field. 5 sur 6 pour pas de c'est épée gazelle. Non, parce que j'ai le pressure depuis longtemps que c'est Naruto. Mais les gens, ils font le process. Donc moi, je me prends des likes.
Sinon,
Is this game one?
Yep.
Tu l'as joué, seulement ceux qui sont présents. Même si tu fais une 8 ou 10,
Je mets 2 chacun sur un.
je joué 6.
Block.
je pense que c'est quand elle meurt,
J'ai 12 qui
Chacun.
11.
Mais je pense que j'aurais pu extend encore.
Même pas, beau ça que ça fait, c'est filtre. C'est GG ça,
Ça va être 3, ouais, 3 c'est 3.
Ça extend encore.
J'ai battu avec un Luna. J'ai battu avec un Luna. Je pensais pas le revoir. J'ai joué ça, j'ai pigé le Luna.
Un match, en fait, il fallait pour t'avais ça des mains,
Je viens de piger sur le dernier ça. Je cherchais. Il y avait un tour qui était mort si j'avais ça.
Ok, t'as fait 11, 11. Non, en fait, je comprends qu'il va faire 10, 11. 11, 11.
C'est pas mieux. C'est bloqué.
Bro,
10, il y avait le counter.
Ouais, il manquait à Touquet.
J'ai calculé. J'ai fait ça, t'as un plus 3000, Touquet, et là, tu dois faire un 1K. Ou s'il y a 2 Touquets, je perds.
Oui, 2 Touquet, t'as perdu.
Oh, you had oh, you lost.
Ah non, ça va.
Ouais, 2 Touquets ou Demonora plus les 20 à place de play le.
J'étais cooked until that. J'ai du tout dessus. Ça, c'était cool.
Mais j'ai eu ça dans la vie, tu sais, la 3e vie, c'était ça.
Ouais, ça change rien.
Comme ça changeait rien.
Oui, mais j'ai top deck. J'ai fait whatever.
Ah mais yo, avoue ça c'était tellement fort au début de la game.
Oh, c'est sûr.
Et c'est comme ça, en gros ça fait tellement,
ça fait la job.
ça enlève du tempo. Oui. En fait, j'ai mis ça, il a attaqué dedans, je suis resté monté.
Dans le signe, arrêtez pas de me le
Oui, tu dois le faire.
How many lunas are you running?
Ah,
non, de Luna, on pas trop avant. J'ai fait le play de Deadman's Game, mais ça je t'ai dit, mais t'as ouais, c'est Deadman's Game on dirait.
Tu split down, Saka, leader, je suis mort. J'avais besoin de rest sur Saka. J'étais obligé de rest sur Saka.
Ah c'est vrai, Saka était up, hein? Ah c'est vrai, il était mort.
Fallait que je rest sur Saka.
Le 1-7 cost le restand.
2. Mais j'en jouais 3.
Et 2 DMG.
Un DMG.
Mais peut-être tu devrais pas un Luna puis mettre le deuxième DMG.
J'ai 3 Luna.
Peut-être 2.
Non, je peux faire le DMG sort rarement.
Vraiment, c'est très fort.
C'est bon, mais c'est pas besoin. Non.
Thanks, guys.
Whoa, hello guys, with OP16 being out, there's the introduction of this new leader, Green Blue Luffy. Essentially playing Impel Down. Activate main once per turn. If your only characters on boards are Impel Down, restand 2 of your downs active. And since you only play Impel Downs, this leader effect always activate. So you always restand 2 downs, and every turn you always have 2 downs. Plus 2 downs. So essentially at your 10 downs turn, you have 12 downs to play with, which is insane. If you go first, you want to look for this Luffy, which on play you look at your top 3 cards, add an Impel Down. And if you have a Dawn attached to it during your turn, this character gains 1000 power for each different character names you have on board. So if you have 5 different names, this swings for 6k because you have a Dawn attached to it, and it's plus 1k for each character on board. So this is really good at 1 Dawn. It's also good if you go second, but there's other options as well. So you have Daz.Bonez, which is on play draw 1, and if you attach a Dawn during your turn, this character gains plus 3,000 power. So if you have a Dawn attached to it and you swing, it's a 6k power because it's plus 3 and then you have a Dawn. So this is good at 2 Dawns. We also have Mr. 2, which is on play draw 1. If you have a Dawn attached to it when attacking, this character gains base power becomes the same as your opponent's leader's power. So if you play against Nami, this is usually the character that swings after your opponent does leader effect, because once Nami does leader effect, her leader is a 7k, sorry. So this would swing for 8k if you have a Dawn attached to it. This is usually better in the late game than Daz.Bonez, because Daz.Bonez requires you to have 5 or more cards in hand, and usually during the early game, your hand size is a lot larger. So you want to see Daz.Bonez before Bone Player, but they're both just as good. Like if you see either of them at your 2 Dawns, you're happy. At your 4 Dawns, you usually want to see Ivankov to be able to go wide. This card could be a 3 of, or even 2 of, but for now I prefer running at 4 because I wanted to see it. On play, look at top 3 cards, add an Impel Down character to your hand. No, Impel Down cards, sorry, not character, Impel Down cards. And then you can play a character with a cost of 2 or less, which is essentially the 3 I just mentioned. It helps you go wide because it's very important to have different character names in this deck. You also have the 4 crocodiles. This card could be a 2 or 3 of. I decided to run 4 because I thought it was really good, but it's a non-counter, so sometimes it's bricked up. And if you see 2 of them, it's too much. There's too many cards that are non-countered in this deck, and I think 4 was wrong. So it's probably gonna go down if I keep playing the deck. It's a blocker. On play, you may return one of your character with a cost of 2 or more to your owner hand, and then you can to play a 2 cost or less Impel Down from your hand. So essentially, the combo with this is you swing with Daz.Bonez or Bonclay, and then you play Crocodile out, you bounce them back, and then you play it back on board. And since it's not rested anymore, your opponent cannot kill it as easily. There are 1k and 2k power characters, so they're very easy to remove. Whereas for the Luffy, you cannot bounce it back because it's a 1 cost, and Crocodile requires you to bounce a 2 cost or more. And yeah, essentially that's the combo from like turn 3 or 4, because since you're bouncing character back, you're swinging with your characters, you don't want them to die right away, so you use Crocodile to bounce them back to your hand, making it a lot more difficult for your opponent to kill it. Galdino, another of your 4 costs. This is really good during the late game to slow down the pace. On play, well, sorry, there's no on play effect. Whenever you want, you can activate main, trash this character, you draw 2, and then you can freeze one of your opponent's character with a cost of 9 or less, making a very powerful card this set. I think it's one of the best cards they printed out in OP16 because it's a generic blue card. It can be played in Nami, and the effects is just nuts to be able to draw 2. Yeah, this is very good in the late game. And also, if in the mid game at 4 Dawns, you have no play, you can just play the Galdino and pass. If you play against a deck that cannot remove it, you can swing with it before using its effect. So you can get a 5k swing in before actually using its effect to freeze one of your opponent's body and drawing 2. The next combo is to play Buggy. Buggy is on play. If your leader is Impel Down, you get to play one of your prisoner Impel Down card from your hand, and you run 8 of those. Once per turn, when your opponent attacks, you can make one of your prisoner Impel Down card game blocker. So we run 8 of those. They're 2Ks, and they're also a 6K body, and they combo super well with Buggy. So this is the quote-unquote next combo piece you need for the combo, because you play Buggy, you play Impel Down out. If you did Luffy into Ivankov to play out a body, and then Buggy into this, you essentially have 5 different names on board already, and it enables you to do the combo. The next card is the 7 cost Boa. I think I ran 2, but I think 3 would have been better. It's unblockable. On play, you can freeze one of your opponent's character that is not Luffy. That character cannot be rested until the end of your opponent's next turn. This card is really good because you establish a 9k body, and if you manage to make it restands, it's 2 9k swings directly to his face that is unblockable. Galdino is another really good card. It's a 2k. Activate main, you may rest this character and give 2 rested Dawns to 2 of your 6k power characters. So essentially it's either Croc, the Prisoner Impel Down, or Buggy for the Galdino combo. Then you have the 2 Crocs. I tried 2. I liked it and I didn't like it. It's a bit slow, but it's also very powerful. It's a blocker, 6k power. On play, you can freeze one of your opponent's rested character and that doesn't restand. So it's very good, but it's just a bit slow because it's 6 downs. But it's also good. It's a good card, so I'm still debating if I still like it. We have 3 Lunas. This card was insane. I think it's a lot stronger than You're Stronger and I'll Go All Out from the start. The 1-cost event from that has Luffy on it. There's a lot of matchups that you just want to freeze their entire board. So I'd rather play 3 Lunas than that. I've even considered 4. That's how good I find the card in this set. 1 DMG, 1 Dead Man's Game, just to rest, and it's also 3k counter. I don't run the Rush Luffy, so I think DMG is sort of necessary in my list. At least 1. And I was running 2 Restand event, but I think this should have been a 3 of, or maybe even a 4, but I'm stretching it. Like, I feel like if you can set up for this, it's basically game. Because what you want to do is usually, let's fix this up. There's too many cards on board. You usually want to play Luffy, search the piece you're missing. Then the next turn you go Ivankov effect, search the next piece you're missing. Then you play Bonclay or Mr. 2 or Daz.Bonez. Either one is good. And then at 5 dawns or 6 dawns, you play Buggy into Prisoner. And by then, usually you would have swung with like your board-ish, and one of them would have died, or 2. You try to keep your board as long as you can. If, let's say, like, you have your board rested, they kill 2 of them, or let's say these 2 for some reason. No, whatever. The mid-game to keep your board is a bit more complicated. I'll probably talk about it in future videos or whatever, or if you guys watch my gameplays, you guys sort of will figure it out. Let's say you have this board, and one of them dies, like whatever, the Luffy dies, and you have 10 dawns. With this in hand, you can still do the nuts, whatever, 10 dawns. Where's my dawns? I'll do it ish. So you're Luffy, you have 10 dawns. You can attach a dawn on Ivankov, a dawn on Bonclay, and essentially you still have 8 dawns. These swings, this swings, and this. These doesn't need to swing it. I'm missing a dawn actually. Wait, let me redo this. So I have 8 dawns. For 2, you play Galdino. You have 2 rested. You play Galdino out, right? You attach. You still want to keep enough dawns for this, right? So you want to keep 7 dawns open. For 1, you can swing with Ivankov. You can do leader effect to restand these 2 if you really want to. Does this work? Swing with Bonclay. You can do. You swing with the Buggy. You swing with the Prisoner, for 7 or something, or 6, and then leader swing 6 as well. Then you can do this. Rest 7 dawns. Restand everyone. Do Galdino rest. These guys goes to 8. I think there's a cleaner way to do this combo, but on top of my head I don't have it. And then you just swing with your you do leader effect, restand 2 dawns, and everyone swings again. This is 8. This should be 8 because you have 2 rested dawn on it. The Prisoner goes 8. The Buggy goes 8. The Bonclay goes 6. This can go 6, and this can go 7. If you do it properly, the Galdino can potentially give more rested dawn to your Buggy and your Galdino, because since you restand it, he can redo his effect. So it makes it really insane to be able to swing this many times, and these 2 are very tall. And sometimes you also have the bow on board. And if you have the bow on board, it makes it even harder for your opponent to survive that turn. Because if you have bow, this is a 9k swing every turn. Like twice with this restand event. I know my explanation was a bit in shambles. I'm kind of rushing it-ish. But you guys get the gist of it. The deck is still new. There's probably new combos that are gonna get figured out or shenanigans in the next 2 weeks. But this was the first list, and it's probably gonna get tweaked a bit. There's a few cards I did not like, such as I would run 3 of the restand event and 3 of the boas instead of a croc for now. The 4-cost croc, I would probably run less of it, stuff like that. But yeah, this deck is insane. It's a contender of BDIF for OP16. I still think Nami's really good. I would still play Nami, and I'm probably gonna jump back on Nami for a bit. But yeah, this was the list for now. Sorry if it was a bit long, but thanks for watching. Peace.
Crocodile